Welcome to Campaholics.
I'm Christy.
I'm Mandy.
And I'd rather be camping.
Game on. Game on. You know what the sound of that is? Whoa, I just lost my whole deck.
52 card pickup.
52 card pickup. Oh, that's right. That's the sound of a nice...
fresh pack of crisp playing cards.
That's right, people. Yeah. So you guessed it. Games.
Games.
It's all about games today.
Yes. So if you've been paying attention, we've talked about it several times. We play a lot of games while we're out camping. Some are specific to camping, some aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Mandy, I'm sure you have a long list for us.
I do.
You're like the game master.
Well, and like as I was thinking about this episode and how much we love games and just you have all the time to play them when you're camping.
Yeah.
I thought, well, what do other people do when they're camping?
Yeah, what do they do?
So I don't know, but I'm sure they don't have as much fun as we do.
I don't think they are.
So I basically just looked up like common camping games.
Okay.
So I thought we could go through and then also, put in our spin on what we do if it's different.
I like this.
So there was a couple categories, and the first one is 7 outdoor camping games.
Okay.
And the first one is not what I would have thought. Although my kids loved this game as a board game. Ooh, maybe we could make this a game.
Oh.
You guess the game
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
describing. They used to play this inside. It's a 2-player game. Actually, they played the opposite of it, but basically it's outdoor checkers is what they're saying.
Oh.
So they are saying you use a sheet or a tablecloth and you use 24 bucket lids as your checker pieces outside camping. Which I thought is like, it's very creative, but I just don't know if I have 24 bucket lids.
Yeah,
to be
who's
playing this.
where? Yeah.
I mean, these are for the families that have painters in them.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going camping. Let's bring the 24 buckets.
Exactly. But like the average family does not have 24 bucket lids.
No. Although I'm sure nowadays you could probably find a game online that already has the pieces with it.
Probably true.
Yeah. So another outdoor game is horseshoes. We used to play this a lot camping, but we haven't recently.
Horseshoes is fun.
It is fun.
I wasn't ever really good at it, but I do like it.
Yeah. Ladder ball. So we did.
Oh, yeah.
We saw that in one of our recent camping
Yeah,
trips.
wasn't it Carrie brought it, I think.
And
Yeah.
they actually made their game out of the PVC pipe. So
Look at them go.
I know.
Overachieving as always.
Innovators. Ring toss. Tug of war. And lawn Jenga. So Brian, one time when I first saw like giant Jenga, I was like, ooh, that could be fun camping. I didn't want to buy it because I'm too chintzy to buy.
I know.
things.
You're like, well, I can make that, right?
Or I'm like, Brian can make that.
Well, that's what I mean by I could.
Yeah. And so I do have to say, poor Brian, bless his heart, because he loves me so much. He cut and sanded 2x4 pieces. Like, I can't remember how many, like hundreds of them. So I could have giant Jenga camping. And what we didn't realize is how heavy this set was.
I know.
So we only brought it like twice camping.
Yes. We did the same thing because we were like, this would be so much fun. And then we brought it one time and I was like, I'm never doing that again. It takes up a lot of space. And it's heavy. I'm like, next time we're just going to fucking burn it.
Well, now that it's our firewood now.
See?
So we have it in the backyard and we're burning it a piece at a time. But thank you, Brian, for doing that for me.
What a good husband.
Yeah. Okay, so number 7 on the outdoor games is obstacle course. And I thought this was interesting because, we have our own version of this. And you've heard me say it before, Camp Ninja.
Yes.
That's our version of an obstacle course. We set up these motion lights. You have to, and it's not really like a set course, but the goal is you have to get to the destination without setting off the lights.
I really want to play that. And I think
know.
if we play like Drunken Ninja. Like get the adults
Nobody's
together.
getting through. Nobody's getting through.
Come on, I could do it.
It sure would be funny, though. We should totally do it and record it.
I really think we should
Okay,
try.
this is on our list.
I'm writing it down.
Do it.
Drunken Ninja.
That's awesome. Okay, so then we go to the indoor camping games.
Ooh,
and
which is good if it's raining.
definitely raining, too
Snowing,
cold,
yeah.
snowing, all that stuff. Card games, and they list a bunch, but we love cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't really
Cards
go
in
wrong with
general,
cards.
yeah.
You could even do Uno or Go Fish, or number 2 on their list, which is also a card game, is Spoons.
Oh, Spoons is fun. Yeah.
And if you want to get really creative, you could play Knives.
Danger.
But I'm saying plastic knives.
Oh, fine. Dumb it down.
Yeah.
Dole it down.
Yeah, don't just slice right into that. Okay, so their third indoor game suggestion is charades. That can be fun around the campfire.
Okay. As long as you don't fall in the fire.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, we didn't fall in, but we kind of did play a round of charades with that salad bowl game that we
Oh,
played. That was
yes.
pretty fun because
That is
somebody was
fun.
in the dirt crawling around like a worm, and it was
I
hilarious.
can't. That was amazing. That was commitment to the game, man.
Yes. So number 4 on indoor is cup stacking. That sounds boring to me. I don't know
What?
why you would.
People are still doing that?
I mean, maybe as a competition thing could be fun, but
guess.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, outside of that, like if it's just you, I'm not gonna be in there
Yeah.
stacking cups by myself. Solo stacking on your solo.
Camp solo stacking. Oh, and then camping bingo. We've played when we were younger. My mom was
Okay.
big on bingo. So I thought that was always fun. She'd bring candies and stuff, and if you win, you get candy. So
that could be fun. I like that.
B32.
Be
Trivia. That could be fun
Yeah,
too.
okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. We weren't camping, but we were around a campfire and we did camping trivia.
Yeah, from a different country.
From a different country on accident. Okay, I printed out this camping trivia. I'm like, this is going to be awesome. And all these questions were like based off the metric system and all this
Yeah.
other stuff. And I'm like, wait a second, where did this? Oh, it was a UK website.
No, we were not prepared.
I guess that's a spin on it that I threw in there
Yeah, you did.
unintentionally. Just kidding. Simon Says, I suppose if you have little ones, that could be a fun one.
that could be fun.
Now, number 9, I think Hannah's played this and she's tried to teach me a couple times, but Mafia
What?
or Werewolf. And I've heard of Mafia before, but it's like a role-playing game and it's like a team thing. And she tells me it is like the most fun thing ever.
Interesting.
So I'm going to have to get a little bit more details on that.
Yeah, we
'cause-
definitely need to learn more.
Yeah. So I don't know. It says the game's objective is for the mafias to kill as many villagers as possible without getting caught, while the villagers must guess who the mafias are to win. So it almost sounds like a murder mystery type game.
What's that one that all the kids, like Reese plays it all the time? This is going to drive me crazy until I figure it out. It's
Mafia. What if it is?
no, it's like those little kid. It's like a little kid game, and like the little characters are just they just have like a little. They're like little space guys,
Oh.
and they're on like a spaceship, and you have like objectives, and then but like people are dying, and you have to figure out who's
Oh.
the bad guy.
I have no idea.
Oh, this is gonna.
We're going to have to ask him
This is
about
like,
that.
whew, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. Yeah. When we get him on air, we'll
Yeah.
ask him.
Yep.
All right, 5 nature-centric camping activities. Obviously, hiking is number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 is scavenger hunt.
Ooh, yes. Or like those geocaching. Yeah.
Yes. And one time we went camping for Easter and we did Easter eggs in the forest.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Yeah. So you could totally put spins on any of these.
Yeah.
3 is bird watching. I'll do that if it's in the morning and I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah. Other than that, I hate the
Yeah.
birds. Get out of here.
I don't think I ever planned a bird watch. It's just I'm sitting there and a
exactly.
bird comes by.
Exactly.
Although I do have to say, on a serious note, lately we've been seeing a lot of bluebirds, which I feel like
Oh, yeah.
just reminds me of my son.
I'm glad
and
they're in
the
your
jade.
yard. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, that's kind of cool.
I'm glad they're visiting you.
Yes. Number 4, draw your surroundings. I don't know about that one. Yeah, skip.
I don't know. Do you travel with like drawing paper?
Sometimes.
I have lined paper, but I don't know that I ever.
I always have notebooks, and sometimes I'd have blank paper.
Uh,
I mean, one time Brian and I intentionally brought drawing like notebooks and coloring pencils, and we went hiking and we sat somewhere and we each drew our perspective.
ah,
And that was really surprising because
that's pretty cool.
yeah, it was really neat to just see like us looking at the same thing, but what we both drew.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's
I like
different.
that.
Yeah.
I like
It's
that.
a date night idea.
Date night.
Date hike night. Okay, number 5. Oh, Carrie and Chris are going to love this one.
Oh, biking.
Mountain bike riding. So we did go to a campground not too long ago in Prescott called, oh shoot, what's the name? Oh, White Spar Campground.
Oh, okay.
And it's right next to a bike track.
Yes.
Yes. And all of the trails are named after beans. I
Yeah.
thought that was so funny.
It
Like
was pretty
kidney
cute.
bean and pinto bean and
Yeah.
all that stuff. That's funny.
I still think they needed a baked bean.
Baked bean.
Like, cool beans.
Yes. Definitely lima bean.
Jelly bean.
Jelly bean. Beanie baby. Oh man. So now we're on to 5 water-related camping activities.
Oh, okay. I like this. This is a long list.
So this one says, yeah, I know.
I like it.
This one says water balloons. The idea sounds okay, but I
no.
see mess
Yes.
and littering.
Yeah, and I'm not. This is why I don't let Reese. He's probably the most deprived child in America because he's probably never had a water balloon fight because I refuse to have those little. Because they break into a bunch of little pieces, and it's like you're never gonna get all of them.
I know what I'm getting him for Christmas now.
Don't you dare! I'll bring him over to your yard. He can play in your house. How about that?
Maybe I'll surprise him with a water balloon fight out here someday.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, number 2, I do like canoeing or kayaking.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah,
Like
we're big on
kayaking.
kayak. We need to go kayak the Salt River together.
I really want to, especially in the
Yeah.
summer. They do those like moonlight paddle rides.
Uh-huh.
Gosh, Mandy.
Definitely.
I need to my kayak is in Glendale. I need to go get it. I keep saying I'm
Yeah.
gonna get it.
You're going to have to get that bad boy out here.
I know. Soon.
Number 3 is fishing. I actually wouldn't mind getting back into fishing a little bit. I think-
Really?
yeah, I don't mind. I always like going. I don't like eating fish, but
Right.
if somebody is with me and they'll eat it, I'll catch it. I don't mind. Growing up, I used to like cut the heads off and scale
Oh.
the fish and gut them and all that stuff.
Dang. I
It's
never would have thought.
I know.
Yeah, I'll get your fish.
I'll fish. I'll catch them. You eat them.
Down.
Down.
I'm totally
Deal.
down.
Oh, number 4, skipping stones.
I mean, I do like that. But you're not
Okay.
always. Yeah. I do like that.
Yeah.
I could skip some stones for a while.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
guess
that good at it, though.
It's definitely fun to try for a bit, but then you're like, okay, that's enough.
You know, what's funny is we were out looking for rocks at our last trip, and it's in a river bottom, which obviously water hasn't been there for some time. And so you find all those perfectly flat stones for
Smooth.
skipping, and I'm like, I kind of just want to take these so when I am at the lake, I have the perfect stones because you can never find them there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to plan ahead with that one.
Bring your own rocks. BYOR.
Bring your own rocks. Rock on. Oh,
Solid choice.
that was hard. Okay, number 5, water activity, swimming, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really
I don't
like
know.
to swim.
I'm not really a big swimmer anymore.
Nah. That's a lot of cardio.
I don't mind that. I just don't like to get my head wet.
I don't. I mean,
One time I got water in my ear so bad that I was like, I probably lost my hearing.
yeah.
I don't know. That's questionable. I guess it just depends.
Yeah.
So, here we go. This is the last of our categories. 3 sport-related camping activities.
Okay.
Okay, number 1, cornhole. Yes, I
Yep.
would do that.
Yep.
Number 2, frisbee.
Yeah.
And we've got our own spin on that, which we've talked about before.
Yep.
I'll kind of just recap it. Frisbee golf in the forest. Find yourself like 8 or 9 trees, wrap something around it to mark them. And then everybody counts how many times it takes to hit the tree with your Frisbee. Like, go in order or whatever and write it down. But it's fun. And then you can play it backwards.
And then you could get lights and light up Frisbees and play in the dark.
Exactly.
You can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
No, I could talk about Frisbee for a while because I'm like, it is one of our main games. And
we didn't even play it last time.
We didn't. And it's normally like the first game we set up.
Yeah.
Like usually my cousin and I look at each other and we're like, let's set the course up.
Set up the course.
Yeah, get the caution tape out. Number 3 is capture the flag, which I don't feel like I'm running through the forest much anymore these days because I don't have young ankles.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna roll an ankle and I'm not gonna be able to hike later.
Right.
I'm gonna be upset.
So we did used to play this game called Tree Ball, which was really fun.
Okay.
But it was in a clearing, or we would make a clearing, so less likely to trip. But basically, it's like baseball, but it's our own spin on it, where you have your home plate with your plastic bat and your wiffle ball, and you have one pitcher, and then you have one tree behind them that you just run back and forth to as many times as you can before you get out. And so you count how many times, and then everybody, whatever, after 3 outs, you switch and then go. It's actually pretty entertaining.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. I love it. So yeah, those were the lists of games.
It's a lot of games. We also puzzled out there.
We did, in this last time. That was such a great
puzzle
idea.
competition was fun.
You guys have to do this. Get like a couple of the same puzzles, pair up, and then I would recommend doing like a 300 or 100 piece puzzle.
Yeah.
And then race to see who gets it done the fastest.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was so cool.
Of course, you and Brian won.
I was surprised. Like, Brian doesn't do puzzles at home.
He says that, but I think when you're not around, he's over there like, blah, 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 blah.
I was so surprised because he was like, this goes there. This goes there. How about this one? Do you need that? And I was like,
see,
whoa.
He tries to act like he doesn't like the puzzling. I think he's he's like closet puzzling. There's probably a puzzle hidden under your bed right now, like half put together.
Puzzler at heart.
Yeah.
He for sure is.
It's like when you're sleeping at night, he's actually down there with the headlamp.
Right? And then he takes the pieces out so he doesn't know I do it.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, so that was a really fun one. We did Cookie on the Face.
Cookie on the Face.
Yeah.
I'm never playing that again. That was hard. That's hard.
Yeah. A lot of these games came from that show Minute to Win It. So that was a fun thing that we used to do.
That's good.
Yeah. But some of the board games we like Super Big Boggle. We like Scrabble.
Yes. We used to play Battleship, but we made, like we talked about making your own giant Jenga or whatever.
Yeah.
Our friends made their own battle shots.
What?
And so it was like, they had just like wooden planks, but like holes drilled into it for like shot glasses.
How funny.
And so like, right, there was your one that had 2 shots in it and one that had 5 shots in it. And so every time someone hit your boat, you had to take a shot.
How funny.
But so you'd get pretty schmammered, right? So we would play on teams. And so you had like teams of people playing these giant battle shots game. It was so fun.
That is so creative.
It is pretty fun.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I do like playing Block Us.
Yeah, Blockus is a fun
That's
one.
a fun one. I'm trying to think what other card games besides Liverpool Rummy.
Phase 10.
Phase 10.
Left, right, center.
Yes. Farkle.
I do like Farkle.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys have games that you play, please let us know. We're always up to try something new.
Yeah, I would just say really like try not to do anything that has a lot of small pieces like Mousetrap, probably not the game.
No.
Monopoly, probably not the game.
Yeah. And even Block Us is a little iffy because we've lost a piece before and I've cut out a replica to make it work. But
at least those are plastic and brightly colored, so a little bit easier. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I've seen Brian, your cousin's done Legos out there.
Yes.
Which I don't know if that was the smartest thing, but you could do that.
Right. I do. There was this other game. What was it? Shoot. Oh, it was BS. We played with the cards. That was a fun. That's a fun group game.
That is a fun group game. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, so if you guys, we should list our games for people, but if you guys have game recommendations, please give us a shout out on I'd rather be camping at gmail.com. Let us know, or send us a picture or video of what you guys do. It'd be really cool to see like other people doing games
It
camping.
was fun. While you mentioned that, here's like, we were at this last camp and there was a bear box, and we opened up the bear box and there was a ton of pine cones in there.
Yeah.
And a little note from people who had camped before us, and it said it was a game made up by like the Ramirez family or something, and it was you stand at this little stump that was in the campsite and you had to throw your pine cone, and if you got it in, it was so many points. If it was on top, it was so many points, and if you fell under, it was like no points or something. And they had like it all listed out.
How cute.
It was pretty fun, but we didn't play. We actually burned all their pine cones. That was those 300 pine cones we put in the fire.
Oh, that's where they were. I was like, where did all these pine cones come from?
Yeah, he found them in the bear box.
That's
from
so
someone's
funny.
game.
Oh my gosh.
Which I thought was kind of inventive.
Yeah.
I was like, pine cones in a bear box? Like,
Right.
that's a fun game.
Yeah.
Or fun enough, and it's easy for everyone to do.
Yeah. Forget saving your food. Just put the pine cones in the bear box and let the bear come to camp.
Exactly. Forget about it.
Forget about it. That's a game, I guess. Is the bear going to come tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that is a game. So, yeah, share your ideas. Like Mandy said, you can email us. You can also reach us on Instagram or Facebook. Again, most of you probably know who we are, so text us even.
That's right. That's right.
But until then, I think we're going to go plan our next camp trip.
And when you're camping, you're always winning. So boom.
True story.
Win that game.
Win-win.
Bye.
Bye.